Hey everyone, I'm going to go through some form and technique. So the first exercise I'm going to go over with you today is our push-up. A lot of variations on push-up from beginner to advanced. So we're going to start with the most basic push-up is against the wall. So whether you're new to exercising or you have any injuries with your shoulders, your elbows, you can do it against the wall. So I'm going to ask that you come against a flat wall and you place your hands at shoulder height. They can either be narrow or out wide. Step to the wall and step back about 2 steps from that wall. From here, I want you to take your elbows and bend and press your body towards the wall, keeping your core straight, belly pulled in, and press back out. So you can do that for as many repetitions as we go, in and out, as you bring right in. If you bring your arms a little closer in, directly in line with your shoulders, and you're going to bend in, now we'll work a little bit more in through our triceps and pressing out. So again, important to keep your whole body from the top of your head down to your spine nice and straight. Our next option as we progress on would be moving onto the floor. So coming into an all-four position with your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your elbows. Let's extend your legs out as if you're stretching out through your calves. And then from here, drop down to your knees to come down into a nice long position with your spine. This will start us off in a knee push-up. So my arms right now are narrow. You can take your arms out wide to wherever is best for you, whether you're working more through your triceps or you're working more through your chest and your shoulders. So from here, keeping your spine long and head looking straight out in front of you, I'd like you to bend your elbows to bring your chest to the floor and then press and extend all the way back up. Keeping your spine nice and long and pressing up. To progress that, lift up your knees, extend through your heels, keeping your body nice and long, looking straight in front of you, head is up as if you're looking at a newspaper. Let's bend your elbows down and press right back up. So again, inhale, and then exhale to come back up. If anytime that gets difficult, drop to your knees and continue.
So one of the most important things is squats. Making sure when you're performing a squat that your knees are not going over your toes. So for example, when I go ahead and squat, I can still lift the weight in my toes, okay? What we don't want to happen is the weight to shift towards your toes and into your knees. So if, for example, if I'm going straight down, I want to try to go at a 90-degree angle. Again, my weight is in my heels. Now, if I do an option where I'm adding a jump to this, it's the same thing. It's a very soft landing, and again, my weight is in my heels. So I lift and come down, okay? And then again, of course, your option is just your simple, basic squat.
Hey there, now we're going to go over how to do our planks, and there's lots of variations on here. The biggest thing is we want to always make sure that our core is straight long, that we don't push our butt out, and we don't tuck our butt way under. So starting from our most beginner, moving on to more advanced ones, you're going to come down to the floor, and I'd like you to place your elbows on the floor so that your elbows are underneath your shoulders, and then I want you to extend your legs out, and then drop your knees so you're in a nice long position, lengthening through your body. You want to make sure that with every plank that your head is staying long and natural alignment of your spine. You want to make sure that your butt is down and extended from your head. So from here to progress from a knee elbow plank, you would lift one leg into the second leg and hold yourself again nice and long. Nice neutral spine. To progress on from here, you may come up to a knee plank, similar to what we do in push-ups on a knee push-up. So you extend your body nice and long, holding into that plank position. Again, your head's going to be the highest point of your body. Progressing on from here, I'd like you to extend those legs out and holding into your plank. And if you notice, I went from my back being swayed, I tucked the pelvis under, wrapping the ribs in, keeping it long and looking out. So I like to pretend there's a newspaper in front of you. So you're trying to read the top headline of that newspaper. We want to avoid hiking your hips up, where your bum's higher than your head, and we want to avoid sinking down so that the shoulders come into the ears and the butt's down. So making it nice and lined as if you were a ramp and your kids could run their Matchbox cars up and down you all day long.
And on to our next exercises, which will be lunges that we will be using. This is actually one of my favorite exercises. So it's super duper important to make sure that you are performing the exercise correctly. The best way I like to describe for a lunge is if you get down and this front leg is at a 90-degree angle and the back leg is at a 90-degree angle. From there, I turn my toe underneath, I lift straight up. So again, I'm shifting my weight in my heel in the front leg, and then my weight distributed through the toe on the back. I want to make sure that it's like I have a pole going straight through me. I'm going to go straight down, and I'm going to go straight up. As I'm lifting up or coming up, my weight is actually coming through my heel. Another one that we'll be doing is we'll step forward, and we're shifting our weight through our heel and pushing back. Step forward, our weight through our heel and pushing back. From the front, it looks just like that. You'll be pushing off through the heel. Now we can also do it in reverse, where we step back. Again, in the front leg, the weight is always in the heel, making like you have a rod coming straight down. We will do versions where there will be a little bit more high intensity and high impact with that, and you add a hop in there. Again, it's a very soft landing and making sure your weight is through the heels.
Okay, now I'm going to go over some dip technique. So dips are something that you will want some sort of device, whether it be a chair, a low coffee table, something firm. We can also do them on the floor, and I'll finish off with some ideas on the floor. So when you're on your chair, make sure that it's going to be sturdy, it's going to hold your weight. I want you to come towards the edge of your chair and take your feet out so that you're still going to maintain about a 90-degree here. And now all I want you to do first is to lift your body up. So once you're here, the closer your legs are, the easier it will be. I want you to just drop your buttocks down as if you're scraping your back against the chair, and then pressing it back up, keeping it nice and close. So you want to be looking straight out in front as you press down and lift up. Progression from this one, as we extend our legs further out from your body, again, keeping it close to the chair, chest is lifted, bending down and coming up. Progression with one leg and up is another option. So if we take this onto the floor to make it a little bit more basic, knees bent, heels underneath, hands back so the fingers are pointed towards your rear end. We bend the elbow back and press up. You do not have to hit the floor with your elbow. That's going to depend upon your shoulder flexibility, but simply bending down and coming up will be a great way to start your tricep. If we bring the feet a little bit closer, lift up into a half bridge, allow from here to bend down and press up will be another progression through your tricep dip. Again, as we lift our hips higher, keeping the shoulders over the elbows and wrists, and then we extend a leg, you're going to add a little bit more challenge into your tricep dip.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to upper body. This is my favorite exercise for upper body. We're going to cover tricep push-ups, where I think are so important. I'm going to show you all the different options. What normally happens with people is they tend to flare their elbows out. So the proper form for a tricep push-up is making sure that your wrist, elbows, and shoulders are completely in line. So from the front view, you're going to go straight down. My elbows stay nice and close to my sides, and then I'm coming straight up. Now, for those of you who maybe struggle a little bit with them and do not want to do a full tricep push-up, make sure again you're keeping your wrist, elbows in line, and you're coming straight down. Bring your butt with you. You don't want to leave your butt up in the air, and you're coming straight down, pushing through the palms of the hands. Another option you have is you can bring, for my beginners, you can bring your knees directly underneath your hips, and you'll tip back and straight up. Okay? The most common mistake I see when doing a tricep push-up is people flare their elbows out. That's not what I want to see. I want to make sure that your elbows are in nice and close. You come down and you push straight back up. Again, and you'll have options each and every time.